Hi,
guys,
Erica. We're back. This is our Beverly Hills Friday recap, um, if you want to call it that. So it's our usual Who Started You On with me and Erin. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. I have to remember to say that in the beginning. Um, so where do we want to start?
Well, and we do want to just say these are our opinions. These are not facts. Always, these are our opinions. So just keep that in mind. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
We
thank
are
you guys for understanding and being and coming back and understanding. Um, okay.
we are starting. Our episode is all about Erica because really she was the episode. I mean, nobody else. She was
Yeah.
the star of this episode. So we're going to start right from the beginning almost with them going to Crystal's room, kind of doing a sit down, and Sutton and Erica sat next to each other, and I swear my mouth was dropped the whole time just watching them act like they were friends.
Act is the key word. Act. Because do you remember that walk last year that she took with Sutton? And she said, I was just trying to get through the weekend. I don't really like her, or I don't really forgive her. What do I always say about Erica?
I was believing her when she was talking. I also think that interview was taped later when more stuff had happened. So just maybe that could have been a sincere moment.
With our production helmets on, hats on, I know.
So Erica, or as we're calling her, Lexapro Erica, or Lexi Erica, either way, she is something. She was being friendly with her. She was asking about her ex-husband, and I did love the scene. She's going, "Well, I'm not asking for me." She even like backed up, like when she said it. That was hilarious. She's like, "Just so you know, not interested." And that was interesting. What did you think of that moment of bonding about the ex-husband?
I don't know what to think about her right now. I'm not hating her because, like I said, she's already taken up 2 years of my life that I'll never get back. So, like, her being just like I said, very day one, her goofiness and her cackling, at least it's literally everything she says is going to mean nothing anymore. Like, it's going to hold no weight. It's just going to be either funny and people aren't going to take her serious.
Did you think it was funny?
Yeah, I think it's funny, and I think that it's sad and funny, kind of.
I thought that was a real friendship moment. You usually do. I'm divorced. I talk like somebody will go, "Is he remarried?" or something like that, and I'm like, I don't care. But I thought it was a real moment, and they kind of went around the table a little bit. That was nice to see of Erica, and even Sutton kind of going for her and like saying, "So do you feel bad?" And then she came back with that line going, "If I was a doctor's wife, would people be blaming me?" And I was like, I think Sutton's like, how is that the same thing? Like, that was the look in her face, but she was being polite. But
I know. I tried to reconcile. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think, well, doesn't make sense. And I'm like, it makes sense if you're a doctor, but it doesn't make sense in this case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Because if the doctor was ripping off his patients and the wife was using the money, because it has to do with money, not how he actually defended them in court. So,
and like I say this all the time, if I receive stolen property, whether I know stolen and I spend it or I use it, I have to give that stolen property back, whether it's mine and whether I know or not. So she received the stolen property. That is, and she spent it not knowingly or not knowingly. She needs to give it back. She is liable for it. So she needs to stop saying that the responsibility is not on her.
Yeah, that really does not make sense.
Did they really have a boat called Illegal? Is that a true story?
Oh, okay, so we're going to move on to the boat scene now, where Erica is on the top of her game. I think we began with her talking to Crystal and asking if Crystal was into threesomes, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? What did she, like, thankfully she kept going, because I was like, did she just say what I think she said? And really, it was a foursome she was talking about, because that's not a threesome. Threesome is 3 people. She was talking about her husband and 2 other people. That's a foursome, Erica. Sorry, I love you, but you were really, you were drunk and on something else. And
Lexapro.
she was on some Lexapro, and she was feeling a good time. But when she said, and I love Garcelle looking like she was gonna laugh, going, if Garcelle and I show up to your house and we're into it, what are you gonna do? I don't know how anybody.
I can't even say. I don't even like. I'm speechless. I was speechless.
I was speechless watching it, and I am having a hard time saying it because that was hysterical, and I'm not sure how anybody on the boat didn't just bust out laughing at Erika.
I think they're like, I don't know if they're relieved that she's a mess and she's not being a being bully, but like the thing with Erika is you're not a sexual being and you never were. And you didn't have sex for 30 years. And you sure as hell ain't having sex on Lexapro. So I believe that when people talk about it that much and play it up that much is because they're really not doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, she's a single woman and she's not entitled. She doesn't have to have sex. I don't know why she needs to push the narrative that she does. It's not her. Like, go ahead.
I think she wants to have sex, I think is the thing.
Maybe.
And maybe after 30 years and she's looking single going, hey, I'm open for business.
Hey, she said.
That sounds wrong.
No, but she said, she goes, she's like, I'm having sex. She's like, what would she say? Like good ones or bad ones or something like, maybe I like them or maybe I don't, or mean ones or something like that. She's like, I don't care, something.
She's just in it. But we don't know. Maybe she is. Like, good for her. Like,
who's going to do it? I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that, but.
Oh, she's pretty. No.
But once she opens her mouth, that's the end. It's over.
Yeah, but.
That's true.
Have to talk during it. I mean, yeah. It's not like you're having a conversation.
Yeah,
I mean,
put a bag over her head.
You know, you're married, so you have conversations. Us single people, we don't. It's not like you're having a conversation.
Oh my God, that just reminds me. You crack me up.
I'm just saying.
But tell everybody what happens if you go on a dating app.
No, I'm not on any dating apps. We're going.
Hypothetically speaking, two people that are on a dating app say, I'm a good listener, and the other one's a good listener.
Oh, this actually did happen to me right after my divorce. We will come to the story at the end of the recap.
It's so cute.
All right, end of the recap. I will let Crystal embarrass me. So the next thing that happens is Erika ends up laying on the couch. And then she tells us about her boat. And what was her boat called again?
The Illegal. Illegal. Everybody hear me, Zach Peter? The Illegal.
That was bad. I'm not sure I would have said that. Even on Lexapro, not even drunk. Probably should have taken that one to the grave, okay?
You probably shouldn't have also said that my husband graded the bar, and I know all the tricks.
Yeah, that's true, too. Erika was definitely out there this week, but she was the only entertaining part of this episode, so...
That's exactly... I see? Can you say it? Yeah. I mean, hey...
I think we need a man's perspective on this. I don't know.
Ryan Bailey gave his perspective on it.
Oh, did he? I will go check that out. Ryan Bailey, I'm coming to watch that episode.
Watch his Beverly Hills recaps. You will pee yourself. You think I'm bad? He is the male version of me times 10. He sees what I see.
I will check that out, Ryan Bailey.
Ryan Bailey, I love you.
So then she comes back up from dinner. And I don't think that nap helped at all. I mean, she was wilder than she was before. And then she couldn't stop talking.
It's not because the Lexapro.
I did enjoy them all counting how many seconds she could go without talking. And she got to what, 10? That was hilarious when Kyle was like, 1. I was like, are they doing it? Yep, they're counting how many seconds she goes without talking. That was funny. I do think Kyle brought some comic relief with that. And so to the real conclusion, whose side are you on? Erika? Or Erika and Lexapro? Like, which one was your favorite?
I'm trying to count how many seconds. I'm trying to see how long I can go without talking. I'm counting the seconds. I'm just kidding.
You can't even do it because you're saying
can't.
counting the seconds.
I said to somebody the other day, I asked my sister, why is it so hard for me to not talk? Why is it so hard for me to wait? Lexapro. I'm on Lyricus. We'll call her Lyrica. I don't even know what to call her. Lexapro. I'm on her side because it's the truth. I think that's the truth serum for her. Whatever's going on, it's the truth serum, and it's working for me. Well, not the sex stuff, but
I don't know. I thought the sex stuff was funny, but that's
maybe funny. It's lie. It's just
I'm single, and I think it's hilarious when people who are divorced, because I'm divorced. I thought that was funny. I thought it was more because of what her friends were doing than actually what she was saying. The facial expressions were hilarious that Garcelle was making. They should just do an episode. I on Team Eric. We know Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. I love you, Kelly.
But Garcelle's facial expressions throughout the episode, beginning to end,
yes.
When they were at the crystal room and she's just looking down going, oh, all right. And then when she was talking about the foursome, which it is a foursome, not a threesome.
I love how you clarify that.
Garcelle to the foursome, she backed her chair up going, "You say me?" And then she looks at Crystal like, "You better say you would do me."
Well, I mean, I just want to watch. Can I just watch? That's all I want to do. I just want to watch that because it reminded me of the Noella thing with the I call it pancake thing, but I don't. You know what I mean? With Noella with the stacking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole.
That was too much for me. Even me, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh my God! The new Phaedra. Was it Phaedra? What am I talking about Phaedra for? Never mind. I'm back to Ultimate Girls Trip.
So then we go to Garcelle at the dinner, watching Erika. My favorite part of the episode was Garcelle watching Erika.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the episode, with Garcelle's reaction to Erika when they were counting how many seconds she would go without talking. She was the only one doing exactly what I would be doing. I would be laughing. It was hysterical.
I tried.
And I don't know whose side I'm on. It was just a wacky episode. There wasn't much. It seemed like more of a filler episode than an actual. We didn't get anywhere with any of the storylines. It was fun. It wasn't anything to our stories.
What else is new, Bravo? No resolve.
But Garcelle was everything, and her facial expressions. I swear, I just want pictures of her face if anybody can send me a picture of when she asked her to be part of the foursome. That was my favorite moment of all.
Ever.
I was like, that will go down in history of the best moments of Beverly Hills. But she was
that has to go on one of Zach's one.
And then her looking at Crystal going, "You better say it, you do me." I was like she just had that face, like, you better say it.
I mean, I just want to watch. That's all.
That's what Garcelle was doing. It was hilarious. Thank you, Garcelle. You saved the episode.
And Garcelle does watch us, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I love Garcelle. You're my favorite.
She does
because your facial reactions are exactly what I would be having. Oh, and to conclude the episode, this is going to be a very short live. Wasn't much to the episode. We end up at the dinner, where thank you, Garcelle, for bringing up the fact that the two of them, Sutton and Erika, sitting at the end of the table, looking at the dating app together.
Oh my God, I forgot they were looking at the dating
app together, and Erika going, "Oh no, he's hot." I was like, "What? Where are we at? What just happened?"
Did they swipe? And then were they doing a swipe?
No, they weren't doing a swipe. They were, because Sutton had a date coming up, and so she was showing.
Oh, okay.
And Erika asked, "Did you meet him on the app?" And she's like, "Yes, let me pull it up." And they were reading the app about him together and commenting on his looks. And I was like, what just, and even Garcelle, her like staring at them going, she has her, and she telling, I forget who she even told because it wasn't even that important. She's like, is anyone else seeing this? Like, everybody else needs to stop and look. Thank you,
Thank
Garcelle.
God that there's a camera in every frigging corner of everywhere, because I'd like to see every angle of that, honestly.
That
Like,
was hilarious. Garcelle was like, she pointed it out to everybody. She was like, everybody look. You do not want to miss this moment.
did she say the part where she tells Erika, I don't have to make you make yourself, is that, did we go past that episode? You make yourself look bad all by yourself or something? Or is that coming up?
That's coming up.
Oh, okay. We didn't miss that. Okay.
Nope, that's still coming. So, like, this was just really a filler episode.
Yeah.
And Garcelle's facial expressions made everything with Erika. So it really should have been Garcelle's facial reactions versus Erika. Garcelle, you win hands down. We bow down to you. You were queen of this.
She's amazing.
Erika was out there and we were having a good time watching her, but we may not have noticed Erika had it not been for Garcelle's facial expression and pointing it out to everyone.
I mean, like, and then the production with the shots of the way she was laying and stuff, like, it's almost like production wanted her to look messy. I mean, at least they covered it up.
She was laying like 90% of the time. What were they going to use? Like, you had to use it. That's all she laid. That's what the girl said. She ate and she laid. You're going to use it.
And like, PK was right in the very beginning. She does not wear underwear.
No, she had like a pink strap down.
Mm.
She had a bathing suit on.
Mm.
Because you could see the bathing suit when she stood up and stuff, and it was the same color on the top and the bottom. So I think she had a bathing suit.
I think she did too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well. So does anybody else have any opinions in the chat about? We're just gonna make it. Whose side are you on? The first part, Erika, and everybody in the replay crew, you can please answer this too. Erika, Jane, or Erika on Lexapro? And then the second question is Erika on Lexapro and Garcelle's reactions. Have you seen the recent SC decision? No, I have not.
What's that mean?
Idea. That's why I haven't seen it.
What's SC? I don't know what SC means.
Joe, you can explain that in the chat. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Southern Charm.
Oh, Southern Charm decision.
No.
Oh, yes. We did Southern Charm last night twice. We did Southern Charm, the recap, and we did Southern Charm, the premiere right after. And we will be continuing it next week. We're continuing it next week.
I know. I'm excited for Sheree, or whatever her name is, the new girl that's coming on, because the other new person, for Beverly Hills I'm talking about. Like, I'm excited for the new person, Sheree, with, I forget her name. I don't want to call her Sheree because it reminds me of Atlanta, but I can't say her name right. But
basically overturned.
Wow. I don't even know that right now. Wow.
No, we've been doing lives all morning. We haven't seen anything yet, but we'll be going on and watching that.
What does that mean? Does that mean what I think it means?
We're going to watch afterwards. We're going to stay focused on the Beverly Hills. So any other thoughts on the? Because I don't know any answers to that, Krista.
I know.
So.
Wow. Wow.
So I think that's a wrap for us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We really enjoyed seeing everybody this morning. Thank you for multiple people who are at all of our 4 lives in the last 2 days. We really appreciate all you guys showing up so much and supporting us. And please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and if you're on the replay crew, please comment what you think. We want to know.
Yeah. Sorry we're cutting it short, guys, but I can't right now.
Yeah, this episode was just a filler. So we're out of here. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.